All right, we're joined by Kurt. Can you hear us, Kurt?
I can hear you, yes.
All right, great. We're joined by Kurt Busch, driver of the #1 Monster Energy Chevrolet, who is locked into the round of 8 by virtue of his win at his home track in Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago. Kurt, we're actually going to go straight to questions for you. We're going to start with Randy Kovitz with the KC Star.
Hi, Kurt. Thanks for doing this. I've got a two-parter for you, one looking ahead and one looking back. If you're going to win this championship, it'll be your second title, 16 years apart, but you'll probably have to win two, right? One of in the round of 8 and maybe and then the final. That gives you 34, breaking a tie with Jared on the all-time list. Is this your best case for the Hall of Fame if you emerge with this title? And the second part is, the bad part is, Kansas, I don't have to tell you, you're over. So how can you pull this off?
Yeah, I feel like you're going to have to win out in this round of 8 and the championship race in Phoenix. This group, the Elite 8 that will make it, are the best of the best and can win each and every week. And so with Kansas not being one of my best tracks, but it is a 1.5 miles where we have won twice at Chip Ganassi Racing. Texas is a 1.5 miles that we've been very good at. And Martinsville's been a nice surprise since I switched to Ganassi. I've been running much better with the balance of the car that they have there. And then with Phoenix, I mean, if we can get there, that would be huge. It would give me an opportunity to win a championship for Chip Ganassi Racing. My second title, those things, Hall of Fame talk, I mean, it all will handle itself after my racing career is done. I just keep plugging away and adapting. I've got a great sponsor with Monster Energy to help. And, you know, as far as the second part of your question, the Ophir at Kansas, yes, it's been a tough track for me. I've got a couple second place finishes, I believe. And one of them was a setup that Harvick happily agreed to run when we were running with Furniture Row. They were at RCR together. And that's what it takes. It takes that camaraderie and that balance of teamwork and also pushing the envelope. Kansas is one of those very aero-dependent tracks. And so you've got to be on top of your game with the aero side of it to win there.
Okay. Thank you, Kurt.
Next, we're going to go to Jordan Bianchi.
Kurt, looking at the conditions today, it's going to be a lot of rain. Your thoughts on the conditions and what is the point where you say, you know what, we can't keep doing this. We need to stop.
You know, we had the Daytona road course a month or so ago, and I didn't even send my motorhome down there as far as pre-race or normal sequence because I'm like, we have rain tires. We're going to race. And so today, yeah, this is a little bit different with battling remnants of a hurricane. And we've got, if it's consistent light rain, we're good to go. If we have our big downpours, we're going to have to red flag the race. I think NASCAR learned a lot watching the Xfinity guys and calling that race. It's still, again, whatever it takes to adapt and to be there to win. That's what I'm doing today. I'm ready to race, no matter if we're hydroplaning or if the sun comes out and we got to switch to the dries. You got to be ready for any condition change.
How much is your mindset impacted by the fact that you know you're going to be in the round of 8 and regardless of what happens today, you're good to go?
Yeah, I'm on easy street. I might be me and Denny might be the happiest guys to talk to. Harvick's probably pretty good in points. You know, this race was positioned on the calendar for this reason, to be a cutoff and to create all this anxiety and all of this stress. And so that's what that win at Vegas did for us at Chip Ganassi Racing, is it gave us this ease of operation today. And hopefully that loose, fluid feel will stay with us and we'll make the right calls to win this.
Thank you, Kurt.
Next, we're going to go to Greg Engel.
Thanks, Steph. Kurt, I've been around since you started in the sport and your ups and downs and everything. And it just seems like to me that you're a pretty happy guy right now. What's it like to be Kurt Busch at this stage in your life?
I mean, just racing with Chip Ganassi Racing, a great sponsor with Monster Energy. manufacturer with Chevrolet, and the teamwork, the team camaraderie is a different element for me now. I love to teach young engineers, young crew members how to evolve in this sport and to do it at a championship level. And so just being older and wiser, still having that passion and that drive to adapt to the new technology and the new ways of winning, that's something that my father instilled in me, that work ethic from a young age. And, with my wife, Ashley, she loves sport. She's an athlete herself. And her support and her love has been a new direction for me these last 5 years.
And piggybacking off of that, as a follow-up, you've got a young driver coming up to be your teammate next year. So you're looking forward to the mentorship you'll be able to provide for that as the new season starts?
Yeah, that'll be a big part of how this season concludes and how the off season progresses and preparations for next year. Ross Chastain is a good kid. He's worked hard and he's gone through some setbacks, and he continues to persevere, and he's put himself in position for a top tier ride at the NASCAR level. And so I feel like it's a perfect fit to help mentor him, to coach him, and to give to a driver that I think will have a long career here in this sport.
Thank you so much, Kurt. Have fun today.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Jerry Jordan.
Hey, Kurt, a while ago you mentioned about what NASCAR learned from the race last night. What did you learn about the race last night, and what can you expect?
This track, even when it's dry, is like a bull in a china shop. It's a big, heavy stock car with all this horsepower, and there's tons of braking zones, tons of turning in and trying to accelerate, and the tires will only handle so much. And so sprinkle in the rain, with the rain tires, with having hardly no data at all. And then watching the race, how there was the slick areas of the track. There was water standing in certain spots that you have to avoid. The treachery of the oval section, it looked like our cars have way more horsepower than the Xfinity cars. We have the possibility of looping it on the oval if we're not careful. Today will be one of the most historic days of NASCAR, with racing these big, heavy cars on a road course. But this isn't just a normal road course. This is a roval. So lots of things to watch out for, and hopefully we protect our car to put it in position to win it.
Thank you, sir. Take care.
We have time for one more question from Casey Campbell. Go ahead, Casey.
Kurt, how are you?
Great, thank you.
What's going to be the hardest part about today? Because there's going to be so many with racing in the rain. What do you think may be the toughest part about getting?
I think the toughest part will be visibility. Our cars generate a lot of heat, and the windshields are prepped as best as they can be. But this is our first time. And for us at Chip Ganassi Racing, we've relied heavily on the IndyCar guys to help us. Common sense is key as well. But then there's so many areas that these cars aren't sealed off. And I think visibility will be tough with the windshield wiper, the mist and the rooster tail from the other cars, and just how the water gathers in certain spots at this track. And also, the radar. The radar looks relentless right now. It's not giving up. And so we'll see how that plays out.
All right. Thank you, Kurt. Good luck today, man.
Thank you.
All right, Kurt. Thanks for joining us today. Good luck this afternoon, and then next week when the round of 8 starts in Kansas.
Great. Thank you, everybody.